I didn't think that button was gonna work. Ooh. Hey everybody, we're one person. I need some coffee because I'm an addict. Hi. Alright, get this thing situated. I hope I clicked on the right one. Was this, for those of you who've been subscribed for a minute, is this the one that I scheduled? Hey John, how's it going? Hope this isn't cold. It's actually pretty darn good. It's going good, you guys. I ran some errands before I hopped on here. It's kind of nice to get that done and over with. I was doing my taxes and I had to get freaking ink. Because why wouldn't I run out of it when I need to print stuff? Such is life. It's all good though. How's everybody's day going? You having a good week? Oh no. Let me make sure you guys can kind of see what I'm doing too. I kind of have clutter around here. I'm in the process of I made like close to 50 pounds of candles. So you'll be seeing some art vlogs coming out. So that's cool. I'm excited getting back more into the artistic flow. However, I've not painted since last live, so here we are. I jumped on TikTok for a little bit after that, and the audience wasn't there. They haven't been pushing out my stuff, so I'm like, whatever, I guess. I was doing really good because I used to post like every single day on TikTok for like, I don't know, maybe 3.5 years. And then they started shadow banning my art, and I kind of ran into some issues, and I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, but I just don't have the audience on there. YouTube's my home. I love YouTube. The snow tube video. Oh my god, we had a blast. I love those kids so much. Being an auntie is a gift. We had a blast. I know, right? It's so freaking nice outside. I didn't really pay any mind to the weather or whatever. And I go outside and like, oh, it's kind of warm. And then I'm in Walmart getting some stuff. I had to get ink and whatever else. And I'm like, God, it's hot. And then I got out to the parking lot, and then there was another store I had to stop at, and I was like, I'm taking my coat off. It's warm. Totally not complaining. I'm grateful for it. Are you gonna get outside at all today? I think I might go for a walk after this. Take Cricket out. Exercise her little legs. I only take her half the distance because she's getting older now. And she's, it's kind of hard for her to keep up. Reminded me of that cartoon I mentioned. Garfield the cat. Dude, like, people can tape a freaking banana to the wall and sell it. If a person can tape a banana to a wall and sell it for millions of dollars or whatever, or a picture of it, I think it was. Yeah, it's crazy what people will pay for. So when someone tells you that your art's overpriced, don't listen to them. It's overpriced because they don't see the quality. Kind of like with anything, you know. Anyone have any weekend plans? The art world seems so complex. It is. A lot of people, I talk about this in videos coming up. Sorry. But I've had quite a few people tell me to basically humble myself. Unsolicited advice. They're like, oh, you better humble yourself, if you're getting reach, if social media wasn't the name of the game, like, there's no other way as an artist to get your name out there. Like, you have, not saying have to, everybody's got their own way, but in my opinion, for myself, like, the only way that I was ever going to make it anywhere with art is if I did everything I could and I used all of my resources, because internet's basically free. And the world's at your fingertips. And put your dreams on hold because people are trying to tell you to be grateful when you're just creative. Like, it makes no sense to me. Delbert? Huh. I don't know what that is. Is it kind of like a Banksy type thing? He's pretty liberal. Mistimed comment. Okay. Respect. Oops. Got a little paint on you there, buddy. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate you. I've been thinking a lot about my path with art and my path in life. And I've been thinking, you know, because I spent the last couple of days making candles, and someone's like said that that was a good idea or whatever, but like making, sorry, my nose itches. You guys are thinking about me. Frick, what was I saying? Dang it, I did it again. I had a brain fart. It'll come to me. We're buffering in my head. I had a point I was getting to. It's gone. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was talking about candles. See, I told you to come back to me. I was thinking about candles, like making candles and stuff, and I like doing it. I like spending my time doing that, but I want to do more of this. You know what I mean? An artist brings things into existence, and your artwork looks amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is a lot of my older work, and you know, I was very shocked because I was kind of scrolling, because it doesn't really matter like how many likes you have on a video, so to speak, but thumbnails are a thing obviously in the YouTube world. And I was scrolling and I was kind of just taking a gander, like my paintings, my videos, like stories behind them, and people really like my old work, which is interesting to me. Do your niece and nephew have aspirations for art? Yeah, I don't. They like art. My niece more so. I make a lot of beading projects in leather also, and I'm starting to really show people my work. 12 years? That's awesome. Yeah, that's a lot of time to dedicate to something. And, you know, it's funny what we hide from people, right? Because I didn't do art for like 8 years, and then I started painting again. It's like I never quit, you know? And people are like, wow, that's good. So keep doing the art, the leather work. I think that that's very niche, and there's not a lot of people that do that. I think that's really cool. Keep showing people your stuff. And like, one thing that I did, like when I started making art, was I made like a Facebook group, so to speak, before I started my business. Yeah? What do you like to create, Marty? McFly? I'm really excited to get this painting done one day. I feel like I've been working on it for 60 years. It's taking a career, man. Sweet baby Jesus Moses. Hey, other Tyler. Sometimes life is crap, but when I draw, I lose sight of the problems this world brings with it. Like drawing many things, just really whatever comes to mind. Isn't that the good thing about art? It's like a form of escapism. I also talk about that in another video coming. I have lots of content coming out for you guys, but yeah. I think that that's the other part of the gift of being an artist, is being able to escape in a positive way, because we have all this noise and all of this stuff around us, and it's like sometimes it just gets too loud. I feel like, I don't know, it's like you could be having the worst day ever, and then when you create, you just feel 10 times better. It's crazy. So I understand what you're saying. I totally agree. They make your problems feel like they're not so big anymore, right? Does that for me sometimes. Oops. It's hard to put myself out there like that. I'm a perfectionist on it, and I know the work is good quality. A little bit of a struggle for me to take compliments from people. It is, because when you spend that much time doing something and you really value the process, it's kind of like your form, basically your form escapism, and you built this little world, because that's kind of the thing about art. Like, we get to decide what we want to do with it, and I think it's hard to put ourselves out there because we know what it means to us and we don't want to be criticized, if that makes any sense. But it gets a lot easier once you start putting yourself out there like that, so I'm happy you're doing it. And sometimes we don't really give ourselves enough credit sometimes. People tell me my art is great all the time, but I could sit there and point out all the flaws in those paintings, how these lines aren't straight, how, you know, I should have shaded better in this spot, but when you take a step back from it, it makes it what it is. It is weird. Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable, right? When you start doing art again, or like something that you're passionate about, it's kind of like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Oh, your work's great. Merry Christmas! Merry Chrysler! Merry Crisis! I get it. Yeah, the more you do it, the less you'll feel like that. It's a positive indicator that, you know, if people like your stuff, they're willing to buy it, you know? I think that's a big reason why I'm on YouTube as well, because I know so many, well, I don't know them personally, but I know that there's a ton of really good artists in northern Minnesota, and they basically sit up there and rot, and their talent is just sitting there. Like, I saw this one person who did these metal sculptures, like mind-blowing stuff before, and they just stayed in that box, and they didn't really have great self-esteem. A lot of artists don't. And I think it's because the greatest work comes from pain, and sometimes, I don't know, that's the hard part about being an artist, is like, in my opinion, I was like, well, if I'm going to be an artist, I got to be smart about it. So what am I going to do? I started a YouTube channel, I started a Patreon, and through time, it takes time, and there's a lot of self-deprecation, and there's a lot of doubt, and there's a lot of fear, and there's a lot of like, how am I going to pull this off? Or there's a lot of, who do I think I am, or what am I doing? And the more that you persevere and just keep doing it, the more that falls off, I feel like. That's why, like, on my channel, I share hard moments. And a lot of people got really confused, I think, by my last video, because I kind of got frustrated because sometimes people try to give me unsolicited advice, but I don't share those moments because I need advice. I share those moments because it's real and it's part of the process. And like, years down the road when people watch my channel, they're gonna be like, wow, she went through that. So if there is an artist out there who's like, well, I shouldn't do this, and they have like self-doubt, I don't want them to look at my page or my YouTube channel and be like, well, I didn't do that because or I don't know, Tyler had it so easy, you know, she could do it and she's successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people comparing themselves to me thinking that I had it easy, you know, if that makes any sense. Yes, it take me to a place that has got me through a lot of tough years, and I love it. Art's healing. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Hey, Naomi. I hope you have a great day, too. I still have to respond to your comment. You guys, I'm really bad at them. I will respond to them. I'm getting to them one at a time. Oh, that's okay. Thanks for saying hi. I feel like I'm a lot more awake than last week. Last week I was kind of crabby. Oopsies. The sun's out. I'm alive again. Goodbye, seasonal depression. Until it's gloomy again. Oh, I'm so happy the sun's shining. What a relief. And you know, I must say, if you live in the northern hemisphere, you understand, but hearing the birds chirp is like, oh, I don't even have words. It's like a dopamine hit. I love it so much. Yeah, I did a survey on what kind of content you guys like the best, and I was very shocked to know that vlogs was #1. Blew my freaking mind, man. Anyone got any good trips planned? Any exciting stuff happening in your life? Good. It's good. Oh, that's right. I think you said that last week, right? That's exciting. I don't know. I wanted to go to Utah. I think I might do that in like August or September though. Because I missed the lottery for like Angel's Landing and stuff. Because I wanted to go in May. Yeah, John, it depends. Depends what you do. Finances, where you're at in life. I know tons of artists on YouTube that travel all the time. It's possible. World's your oyster, you know? Yeah. It's a big reason I started my channel is to like do travel stuff eventually. Getting somewhere. And then once I'm done with like all of this, like shading all the pink and purple in, I'm kind of perfectionist type. I think I want to re-go over this down here. But once I'm complete with all of that, then I'll go in. I kind of said that loud. I'm like yelling at you. I'll go in and like black everything out. I'm gonna do the pink and purple, and then I'll do the eyes, and then I'll go in and like make everything pop. And then I'll add whatever else I decide to add to it. Oh, seriously? You drove a train? That's cool. I bet that was a cool experience. Where's the coolest place you've gone? Excuse me. It's allergy season. I don't care. It's nice outside, okay? I don't care. A van? Heck yeah. I think there's a part of me that's like, oh, van life would be cool, but then my art supplies isn't there, so probably not. Maybe if I was like 20 or something, but I want to sleep in my bed where it's comfy. Camping and stuff's cool, but you know. Saskatchewan? That's Canada, right? That's cool. I want to go to, you ever been to Banff? Looks beautiful there. Oh, that's cool. Looks very pretty there. One of my Canada YouTuber friends obviously lives in Canada, but she's been to, I think she lived in Banff at one time. My friend Brandy I talk about on here. Winnipeg. Oh, very nice. John, are you in Canada or are you in the States? Oh, nice. Haha. There's a lot of Canadians that follow my channel. It's kind of cool. So it was funny. I looked at the analytics of my channel, obviously, and there used to be a lot of people from like India and stuff that would watch my channel, and now it's shifted, and it's mostly people from the States, Canada, and the UK. Sometimes Germany too. But it's kind of cool to see who you reach. Canada's big though. Ah, thanks, I appreciate it. There's a lot of really cool Canadians. I made I didn't talk about this at all. So I made another vlog, a tattoo vlog. I'm really shocked that tattoo vlog, the first one that I posted, is doing really well on my channel. Like, I think I have over 700 views right now. What is today? What date is it? The 26th, I think? The next... Where's my trusty little notebook? Here we go. I appreciate it, John. Alright. Let's see. So this is like all my content. That's all stuff that I scheduled and posted. I have pages of it. You know, when I get my plaque, my little YouTube plaque one day, I'm gonna freaking frame all of this because this was a lot of work. So the next vlog for my tattoo will be April 23rd. It'll come out, so in like a little bit less than a month. So keep your eyes peeled. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's your butt. I'm like, it's just a butt. It's fine. It's art, you know? Their first earned check? Like YouTube check, you mean? Dollar bill? Oh, I didn't. I spent that shit. I am, however, probably going to keep my first YouTube check. I do, like, direct deposit on my phone anyway. Like, I got an app. That's how I deposit checks. So I think I'll frame that, too. That'll be a milestone. And it's really weird. Like, I have this, not weird feeling, but I just have this gut feeling that it's not going to be long till, like, after monetization. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon, but I just have a good feeling that something good's going to happen. Something big. I had, a company reach out for, like, a protein coffee, but I'm not sure if I want to be an influencer for that, so to speak, because I don't really want my social media drowned in products. I don't know. I gotta think about it. And protein doesn't sit well with my gut anyway, if it's, like, manufactured. If it's, like, natural meat, it's fine, but when I went through, like, working out and stuff, and I got really healthy, like, not healthy, but, like, really fit, I, like, obviously ate protein bars and stuff, and then I couldn't eat them anymore because my guts hated me for it. Your first schedule? Synchronicities, dude, so many. I want to talk more spirituality on my channel, too, because I've been seeing a lot of things. I was in downtown Rochester. I don't think I talked about this at all. And I'm driving, and I was meeting my friend to go for a walk. This video will come out soon, but I just had a good feeling. Like, I was just thinking about how big things are coming, and I feel like there's gonna come a day where my channel blows up. And I was thinking about all of this in the car, and then I don't know, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. I'd say it's God, but there was, like, he uses eagles, and every time I see an eagle, I think of my mom because she was Native American. I don't know, I feel choked up about that, but I'm driving my car in the middle of downtown Rochester, and there's this feather in the air, and it's just slowly floating, and it floated right over my car, and I was just like, did I just see that? It was not the craziest thing, because I have stuff like that happen all the time, but, like, in that moment, time stopped. It was cool. So I think for sure I'm definitely on the right path. I've been doing a lot of praying because, you know, if I ever got to a sustained spot where I could help people, I want to send people to treatment. Like, I want to fund it for them. I talk about this a lot because mental health is very important to me. I have people in my life that, you know, it would help them. I remember there was a time in my life when I needed to go to treatment for my mental health and I couldn't afford it, you know. Something with a mountain. Looked like I saw a mountain. It was remarkable. That's really cool. What were you drawing? That doesn't sound weird. The Eagles were the sports team of my high school. Crazy. That's cool. Yeah, I see a lot of eagles on my way to my tattoo appointments because, in the Minnesota-Wisconsin border, like, Minnesota, like, southern Minnesota is boring. It's, like, flat land. There's little, excuse me, that was disgusting. There's, like, little pockets. There's, like, cornfields and stuff. It's very flat, kind of like Iowa. No offense to anyone. Just being honest, that's how I am, very blunt. But, like, when you go to the Wisconsin-Minnesota border, there's a bunch of bluffs there, and that's where a bunch of eagles hang out at. I was drawing a mountain. Interesting. Yeah. Here's my art. Da 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 da. It's getting there. What the heck was I just shading? I don't remember. Oh, I was kind of working up here a little bit. I want to reshade this down here. I think I need to pull up my smaller brush for that stuff. I'm picky. I might go over all of this again. I'm picky with shading. I drew something when I got my third and fourth session on my back tattoo, and I was in a sitting position, so I brought my sketchbook, and it was really fun to just sit down and sketch this last weekend. And I'm making something really cool. Would you guys want to see like a sketchbook tour on my channel? I've been thinking about doing this for a long time. I just haven't had the time, so to speak. Aw, thank you, I appreciate that. But I want to make like some creative fun video and like show you guys my sketchbook, because that's what really inspired me with some of these artists on YouTube. Was like, oh, look at, here's my sketchbook tour. And it was, I don't know, I nerd out about that stuff. I like it. I just want to see if you guys do too. Thank you. Yeah, I like shading. Oh, but to get to my point, when I was sketching that, my tattoo artist is like, you should, I showed him one of my skateboards I painted, and he's like, you should be a tattoo artist, or you could be, or whatever. And I was like, I don't know. I could, but I don't want to burn my hands out because I use them a lot anyway. I don't know. Maybe someday. But I think my priorities right now is just kind of sustaining what I got, because that's like another investment, right? Like, you got to pay for an apprenticeship these days. I don't really want to touch people anyway, but physical touch is not my love language. But I don't know, I've thought about it, but it's just like another thing, you know. Like, I think if I were to do anything, I want to work more on my music channel on YouTube. And I want to record really good covers, but I just need to get on that. I'll get to it in like another couple weeks, but schedule's kind of insane right now. But that's my ultimate goal. I think it would be really sick to like start a band and record music. And I was like, I just want to start with, because I have a few covers on here. It's like they're like karaoke sessions, karaoke, however you want to call it. But I really like singing, and I've been learning how to scream. Yeah, I don't know. I absorb a lot of energy, so I think that a job like that would be rewarding, but like I've had to draw a lot of boundaries because I get drained really easy. Just there's enough in my life of that, and I don't know if I could handle. I don't know. I think if I were to do something like that, it would be after a while, and I would like maybe do like something like a TED Talk or sit down videos and help in that way. But as far as like one-on-one, I don't want to discredit it, because like you never know what can happen in life. But right now in my life, no, probably not. Yeah, empathy and what do they call it, an empath, so to speak. I can walk into a room and tell you exactly what everybody's about. I know things. Water can be affected. It can. You can contaminate it. It can destroy things. It can be a sense of rebirth. It can dilute things. It can cleanse things. Yeah, water can do a lot. I agree. I don't know, when I was younger, I had a lot of people tell me I should be a therapist, but then like, you gotta go to school for that, and I'm just not about school. I don't really have time. I think if I were to be anything in life, I think I'm kind of living it now. I just kind of want to inspire people to create with like no strings attached. Like, give people the resources, but then they got to do the work themselves. It's kind of how I started. Like, I had a lot of people ask how I started my healing journey, and I might talk about this, make a separate like video on this, but like, when I was in my early 20s, shortly after my mom passed away, I started listening to like Tony Robbins, and then I listened to Tony Robbins forever, and I've been studying psychology and researching and doing all this stuff, but like, I started listening to their content and things just kind of started clicking a short time after. Because, like, what they did for me, in a sense, is give me the resources and things to think about, but I had to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Water will kill you. It can. You can drown. It's not funny. It's not funny. I should not be laughing right now. Oh, I remember I had this friend, and she told me, "Oh my God, people are dying, Tyler." And obviously, I was not in the right mental frame. You had to have been there. It was not funny. It wasn't funny that people were dying, but it was just a situation. I had a little bit too much flour, if you know what I mean. It was not funny. I don't know if it's like a coping mechanism. Dark humor, that's the word. I swear, I'm not a monster. Just 23 unique properties of water. No. Yeah, and I think a lot of our bad balance and shit comes from like negative thinking, stewing on our problems. I noticed not talking, like you have, like obviously you have to get stuff out sometimes, but I noticed the more I talk about my problems, the more that they catastrophize or like seem like they're worse. Kind of like stress. I've been working on managing stress and it's been challenging. No, it wasn't people dying. I was high. I shouldn't even brought that up. Oops. It's legal, okay? Some medicine is used to bring balance. 100%! Just like the tiny trees. Yeah. Do you know why seawater? Well, cause like, is it cause, I don't know, in my brain I think it's cause salt melts ice. So it's probably why it doesn't freeze. That's cool. Biology is astounding. Like, it's cool. Think of behavior traits as ice in your brain structure. Yeah. Look what happened to the Titanic. That didn't end well. That's not good. Yeah, your brain's kind of like a bunch of icebergs out in the Antarctic. Yeah, that comment earlier, I wasn't talking about it's funny that people were dying. I was just saying that, like, it was the way that it was said and it was kind of dramatized because people really weren't in that situation. And I had a little bit of edibles, so it's a little gone. I just thought about that. Oopsies. Kind of like on Harry Potter when Dobby's like, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway. Boundaries, yeah. Pretty similar. Oh, nice. Welcome on in, Mark. Harry Potter. I shouldn't have said that. I do that a lot. I think out loud and then oopsies. That's so. Watch, I post this live and people unsubscribe because it's like, Tyler's a monster. She's a terrible person. Let whoever think whatever, right? Yeah, new concepts are good. I think that sometimes the way of, I don't know, we're a lot like nature. If you look at like the galaxy and then you look at an eyeball, they're so similar. Where you look at roots and then you look at your veins, very similar. Wrinkles are like cracks in the desert when it's very dry. Yeah. I don't know, everyone's got different views, and I have a lot of people try and argue with me, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm not gonna know till I'm dead, you know? I'm not gonna, how would we know? We're not gonna know.
Hello Toothpaste makes everyday yay.
Reminds me of how you said tears can heal and yeah. And I was just, you know what's funny? I said that and I'm talking with my paintbrush. And then I was listening to a podcast. It was with Jay Shetty's wife. I can't remember her name. She's such a sweet lady. But she had a special guest on her channel. And they were talking about the same concept, except like, you know, like when you go work out, and they talk about like when you work out, it boosts your endorphins or whatever, but sweating's kind of the same way too. I know that, you know, in the Native American heritage, they go to sweat or whatever, and like you're sweating out, what's the word for it? I'm trying to think here. Trauma, you know. Memento Mori. I don't really know what that means. I know that there's a Flyleaf song called that. I don't really remember what it means. I was wondering if you got my question. Oh, no, I have not been to church. No. I'm struggling with organized religion. I struggle with that. People try and tell you how you should pray, you know, which people are supposed to come from a non-judgmental space. Here I go, I might get myself canceled again. It's okay. We're early in the career here. I don't know. I just want to live my life and do good things for people and be happy, you know. I think a lot of times our relationship with God is very intimate, whatever you believe in, but like, I don't care what anyone believes in, honestly. Like, that's their walk, that's their path. I'm not here to change anyone's mind. I just know that God, what God has done in my life. I had a person comment on one of my videos, basically saying that people who've been through like really traumatic things in life lean on God because, I don't know how she worded it. I took it very offensively. Because she was kind of not talking to me as a person. She was like third personing it. I don't even know how to describe it, but I just asked her straight up. I was like, "What, you've never been through anything hard in your life?" And she's like, "Yeah, but I have like my sister." Sometimes you don't have support, and sometimes you don't have any other choice but to lean on your higher power. And that's my walk, but I clearly stated in that video too that like I don't care what people believe in, and she was still trying to argue with me. And I'm like, I don't care if you believe in God or not, but if I'm saying that that's, I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. Clearly I need to. If I don't judge someone who's an atheist, someone shouldn't judge me for following a higher power, you know? You like going to church? Lift a stone, he is here. God is always here. He's talked to me and spoke to me in so many ways lately. Like, I feel emotional talking about it, but I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for God. I think that's why I took it to heart when she said that, you know? Clearly has a lot to learn in life. Remember to live. Remember we must die. Yeah, we're not getting out of here alive. Yeah, everything's good. I'm just walking a spiritual path, letting go a lot more. There's a lot of changes coming in my life that I haven't talked about, but it will in due time. Engage the protection. Nature's love. Yes. I like this channel that just popped up. Yes. Oops, I have to click this button here. How long have I been live here? Almost an hour? I'll tell you how risky life is. We won't get out alive. You said it. Yeah. And that's everyone. I wanted to make a video. I almost filmed it, but I had to get inside and obviously set up my tripod and come on this live, but maybe I meant to say it here right now, but there's so many times where we wait for things. We wait for things to get better. We wait to have better finances. We wait. And time just passes. I don't know. I don't want to get to 50, 60 years old on my birthday and start crying because I didn't do the things that I wanted to do, you know? I saw this elder lady walking and I thought to myself, that'll be me one day. You never know. It's short. And I think a lot of times we don't take risks because we're afraid of failing. We have all this fear. But everything always ends up working out, you know? Full of emotions and roller coasters. Yeah, life is, it's a trip. It's beautiful too, though. Like, I talk about this in another video coming out, but if I didn't go through the stuff that I went through, I wouldn't know what real gratitude feels like. You know? January of 2012. I was a senior in high school. Me and my mom opened our own store together, and then that same year she died. They said the world would end, and it did for me in ways, you know? Kind of ironic. I think life's always kind of been a little complicated. People are like, oh, you know, nowadays things are so bad. Look at back in like BC and stuff when people were getting like in front of people. It's not good. I don't know. I think it depends on what you choose to look at. I quit watching the news. I couldn't deal with it, you know? Really? I'm sorry to hear that, Marty. I'm happy you found a power on the other side, though. Happy you're still here. Thanks, Mark. So are you. Yeah, everything needs... It's funny how time works, because you like... Sometimes you need time to process things, and then sometimes we can get stuck and time passes, you know? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's, not promised. It's beautiful, though. I found the name to this painting. I know what I'm gonna call it. It came to me like a month ago. Maybe a couple weeks ago. I'm really bad with time. It was a hot minute ago. Can I paint with you, please? No. I wished I had you were painting with me. Get your paints out. I haven't painted since last week. Been making candles. Made almost 50 pounds. No, creativity, I feel like if you lock creativity up in a box like inside, you just struggle, you know? I do anyway. A 100%. Sometimes I think that goes with your environment too, you know? I've been thinking a lot about where I live in my house and the city I live in. And I can't help but think that, like, I'm growing in some ways, but sometimes I wonder if it's holding me back, like my environment. That could go a lot of different ways. Just been pondering. Heck yeah, do it, dude. I think that's because someone asked me what my goal is with like the lives, and I think the biggest thing on here was to create a safe space where people can just kind of decompress from life and just hang, you know? No pressure to be anything, say anything, do anything, just be yourself. Oh, that's good. I agree, John. You gotta challenge your brain, you know, whether it's learning something new. Yeah, I like writing. I don't like reading, but I like writing. My heart is warm and it's great. That's good. I'm doing good. I'm gonna go outside today and go enjoy the beautiful weather at some point. It's gonna be awesome. What's seasonal depression anyway? You got nothing on us. Look at us now. We're shining. People are gonna need shades. Our future's so bright. Yeah, I agree with you, John. However, I think that I think the more focus we put on ourselves, the less it's so overwhelming, you know, kind of worrying about everybody else. Just because they're sleeping doesn't mean you need to be, you know? I think that's one of the hard things about living with your eyes open in life. I don't know, just my 2 cents. That's true, John. That's a really good point. The eyes say you are thinking a lot lately, and we know the eyes are the key to one's soul. I think a lot all the time. Yep. All the time. It never shuts up in there. It's not a bad thing sometimes, you know. I've heard a lot of creators say that they like run out of ideas. I don't. I have like an overabundance of them. Like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and then I could do this and then I could do that. Did you know that Mr. Beast posted like 170 videos before going viral? Fun fact. I think that it's that exact number, which is funny because I don't really care about math, but that's kind of neat. Passions of creating. Yeah, you ever think about how you got patience for some things and then there's other things you don't got patience for? Or there's certain days where you're, you know, you get 8 hours of sleep and you're rejuvenated and you got patience for the public, and then if you're like running on 3 hours of sleep, over caffeinated, in a hurry, patience is thin. Yeah. Oh, show. You know, I was really shocked too that like I've been posting the live recordings of the lives, obviously, and people are watching them, which is kind of cool because it's not even edited. Yeah, numbers are insane. It's coming together. I think I am gonna go in and reshade some of this. But see how that looks like crap? And this looks very nice. It's funny, I call it the teenage stage of my paintings because like when I was 13 I went through my ugly duckling stage where I had like acne and I wasn't very cute at one point. Kind of like my art. It's got a teenage stage. How are your tattoos? My tattoos are so different than my art. I don't know. Like, I do some neo-traditional stuff. Like, this is neo-traditional. My whole sleeve is. And I got an owl up here. And then this one's all black and white. And then my back is black and white. That's crispy. She's still sore. You guys will see a video about that coming out. You know what's crazy about the rice factor, John? I was just talking to my tattoo artist about that over the weekend because he was telling me he's more of a math person, which shocked me because usually artists are right-brained, which makes sense why he's good at line work and shit, like geometry or geometric stuff. He was talking about a rice factor, and he was telling me if you this many pieces of rice and there's like something more than like the atoms in the world, however that was described in it, I didn't get it. It was so confusing. But I understand the concept, but like you sit there and just think, you know? Hi GN Media. Thanks Andrew. Yeah, God, I feel like the thumbnail for all of these lives was like the same freaking picture almost because I didn't get very far on this painting. And I was just like, ugh. I probably won't be live for a couple of weeks after this. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. You guys will, I don't know, personal stuff. But I should be on... So, like, I won't be on next week or the week after, but the week after that, I'll schedule the live. I'm doing a Harry Potter themed drawing since it was brought up. Him getting on the bus late at night with the people. Get it, Marty? Small ripples. Yeah, it's funny because, like, I know how to drum, like, they call it, it's left-handed, but, like, open-handed. It is good to switch that stuff up. Helps your brain. Thanks, you too! The waterfall of thoughts. There's a lot of them in there. It's overwhelming sometimes. Starts ugly crying. Just kidding. I won't do that on here right now. Scare everybody away. What is wrong with her? Gosh. Ambidextrous, yeah. It's a good way to be. They say it is good for the brain to exercise that. I think that's one of the things that the guitar has taught me because, like, obviously you gotta use both hands. But the right hand is dominant for strumming usually, and I think it helped to learn chords and stuff because then it made my brain think of something different. You know? I was thinking about that the other day. Hour plus, good stream, yeah. And if people watch the whole thing and like don't jump off when I was talking about dying It's not that people dying is funny. That bothers me now because just like, hang on, I gotta change my water quick. Because that was not what I meant. I think I'm just overthinking. I was a fencer. Yeah. Isn't that crazy what a little line can do? Right there. He's coming to life, you guys. Yeah. Faux shizzle. Oh, did you really? Interesting. That's cool. Many hats, many paths. Yeah. That's the thing too, like, we're not, I don't know, when I was younger I thought that, like, when you were, not that I've really ever picked one thing, because I've always done multiple things, but sometimes people think that there's one path in life for them, and I feel like the older we get, the more our eyes are open to the possibilities of doing something completely different, or what we think would bring us success or abundance in a sort of way, or fulfillment ends up being something different. There's like lessons at every stage, you know? Hey Donnie, how's it going? Aw, well, welcome on in. I'm gonna paint for a little bit longer and then I'm gonna go get some fresh air because it's beautiful outside. Is it nice there? Okay, 50 degrees, you guys, is warm for Minnesota. It's a heat wave. Just gonna clear the air there right now. Never an expert, yeah. There's always stuff to learn. Excuse me. Aw, good. I'm happy to hear that. That's my goal. It must be working. Aw, thank you. I'm back. What's up? That to the awesome. Welcome back in. Don't be sorry. Live your laugh, okay? No regrets. Aw, thanks, girl. Yeah, it's manic panic. I needed a little spice up. I don't know what word I'm trying to find there. I needed something different. I want to cut my hair. It's getting really long, but like, I don't know. I want like face framing and stuff. But then the second I cut it, I'm gonna miss it. What day? Oh shit, it's trash day. Oh well. Painting with all the colors of the wind. Yes. Arctic Fox. Purple AF. Is that the name of the shade? Yeah. It's fun when your hair wants to behave when it's short, but the second it doesn't, it's like, girl, what did I do? Yeah, I know the second I cut it, I'm gonna really miss it. This a little further back. We're gonna. Finally, I feel like I'm getting somewhere with this thing. Art's going good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wanted it to be different. I kind of got this wild hair at my butt, and I kind of want to paint a dragon next. I don't know if I will. It's out of my comfort zone. I've never painted a dragon. This is my first time ever drawing an octopus. It's pretty easy. But I wanted to make colors that were a little bit dramatic. Something that was completely different than what they usually look like. What do they call it? Surrealism? I think that that might be the best way to describe my art. You like the moth painting? Yeah, that one, dude, that one was a struggle. I got so frustrated with that one. I don't think I talked about that in the video, but that shading was so difficult. There's so many colors in those moths. And those are actually you probably have them up in Canada. Those kind of moths, Great North American moth or something like that. They're big. I've never seen one in person though. When did I start doing art? When I was a little kid, I drew all the time, painted. That was kind of like me and my mom's thing. And then at 18, when she died, I quit doing art. And then in 2019, I started painting again. So there was a little bit of a break in there. So quite a few years. Aw, thanks, Donnie. I knew what you meant. Yeah, 100%, John. I was just listening to a girl talk about that in a video on YouTube, referencing like a butterfly, like the metamorphosis process. It is a lot like us in life. Oh man, I'm sorry. That's hard. Were you close with them? Somebody was telling me that I should do like, I've heard a few comments on this, but like, I should start making like ambient sound, like putting an ambient sound and just painting and making videos. I might try that. Or lo-fi kind of thing. Dragons are very wise in Oriental culture. Some people think of metaphors of comments almost like big ideas, big impact. Very cool. Good to know. He does. Speechless about what? Oh, you would watch them? Interesting, okay. I think I'm gonna try it. Like in May, I'm thinking. I got a few, well, I have, my content's pretty much scheduled out till the end of April right now. So after that, so probably come in May, I'll try and make one. I think it would be kind of fun to experiment with like angles and stuff. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Is there someone on the live who's questioning their path in life? This happens to me sometimes, it's weird. I don't want to explain it, but there's someone on here questioning their path in life. And you're on the right path, whoever you are. You can feel it right here. One of you. Hello. maybe me. Why have you been thinking about moving? You just feel like you outgrew your environment or what? And how long have you had that feeling? Oh, thanks, John. I'm good. How are you doing? Really? What's making you anxious? The fear of how it's gonna work out? Frickin' hair. Staying, what could happen is make... Woo, I got chills. Girl, you need to follow your intuition. We talk about that in a video coming out. That inner voice. I've been trying to listen to it more too. It's hard when you're human and you have fear. I think at the end of the day, you just gotta do what's best for you. And I think sometimes the more we resist things, the harder it gets. You know? Sometimes God will make us uncomfortable until we actually move. Whether it's a job, a location, taking a leap of faith. Whether it's trying a new passion or setting a boundary. Oh, he's with ya. He's got you, girl. Does anyone in the chat, I feel like we're coming to the end of a bad chapter? Yeah, I do. I feel like that. I think 2025 is going to be a different way for a lot of really good reasons. It's time, guys. It's time. You got this, girl. Don't think about how things are going to work out. Like, obviously, making plans and stuff, and like you have the free will and you got to make choices like that, but one thing I've been reminded of lately is to do what God wants you to do. Like, you can question it, but a lot of times it ends up being completely different than how we thought. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's gonna work out. If you needed to hear that today, it'll be okay. It'll be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. I might have to re-go over all of that. Son of a biscuit. Well, let's get his big noggin done, shall we? He's got a big brain in there. That's one way to phrase it, right? Yeah, I agree with you, John. New perspective. Art is not art without the artist doing the art. Yep. Amen. I would love to, but then I can't read the comments. I can go like that. Is that better? You can see my big freaking eyeball. I want to get like a streaming. I want to set something up down the road with streaming, obviously, in time because it costs money, but I want something where I can have a couple cameras on me so you can like see what I'm doing and also see my face. It's been a lot, and that's what I was thinking, new beginning. Yeah, you know, we got emotions for a reason, and I think you got something telling you something for a reason. Yes, Phoenix Rats, we write it down, bitches. My little starts junior high next year. Yeah, junior high is the freaking worst. That was the worst age for me, was 7th, 8th grade. That's hard as a kid to navigate through that. Your body's changing and you feel weird and, you know. Jesus, take the wheel! Girl, you got this. That's better? Okay, good. Yeah, I do want to make some lo-fi videos of just painting. A lot of people said they'd watch them. And I'll probably go over this again, because I'm picky. Yes. Thank you. Hello, Kaylin. How's it going? Have you been creating any art? great day. You subbed. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you. Dude, you guys are almost to 1K. I'm so giddy about it. I know, it doesn't seem like a big thing, but it's a big deal to me because damn, have I been working hard. I'm so excited. Thank you guys. So freaking close to 1K. Year and a half later, here we are. Oops. Oh, I missed my sweatpants, I think. Thought I got paint on them. It's okay, half my clothes got paint on them anyway. I am the art, okay? Nico style? From a show called Kengan from Japan. Rent houses around me today, so I definitely feel like I should continue to try and move forward with this. Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes, like, I know prayer helps a lot, and sometimes just getting quiet with him. Sometimes we'll hear the answers. Sometimes he'll show us. Just keep praying for clarity that you're doing the right thing and you're on the right path, and just let him guide. Surrender, girl. Beautiful things come when we surrender. I need that reminder a lot of times because I'm a little spitfire if you haven't noticed. I'm chill, but like I'm sassy. I'm a sassy little sassaroo. I have created a few art and only one video left for me to upload. This month is so crazy. I've committed and survived. Aww. Well, you know what? April's a new month for you. Maybe you can create then. I totally understand that though, not having enough time. I've only been having time to paint on my lives, which is why I'm kind of extending this one. Giving myself an excuse to paint longer. Chill with you guys. The one person I've talked to in my life made me feel like I was running, and then it got in my head. Well, I know it's God because I keep getting chills every time I'm talking to you. I think a lot of times I'm talking with my paintbrush. I think a lot of times people will project their own fears onto us. And I only say this because this is one of the things I've struggled with in my life. I've made some choices lately that I'm not going to talk about right now. Because there's a point. It'll be announced later on. I won't go into any details or anything like that because it's private right now, but I didn't tell a lot of people because that happens a lot to me in my life. And a lot of times it's testing your faith, seeing if you really rely on him. It's kind of like, you know, because it's a life-changing event, and people are like, oh, you shouldn't do this, or you're running away from your problems. Like, there's times, yes, but I feel like if there is something tugging at your heart, and you can feel it in your intuition, I don't think you're crazy for that. At all. Thanks, John. I appreciate you. Spicy art. To restart. Oh, I really appreciate that, sweet sacred bliss. I almost said sweet sacredibles. I'm so sorry, I butcher usernames all the time. Me and my sister's daughter went to Snow White this week. Was it a play or a movie? That sounds like fun. Yeah, I want to make, I don't know if you were on here for this, sweet sacred bliss, but like, I've had a lot of people tell me I should do videos that are like lo-fi, and I want to try and create a couple of them coming out in May. Movie? Nice! You know what's bad? I'm so sheltered I don't even know what's in theaters anymore. I don't watch TV. I finally bought a TV. if you watched that vlog. But I think I am going to end the live here because I have to pee and take a break and get outside because the sun's going by and the clouds come back to me. You're mine. Yeah, he's talking to you, girl. You're not crazy. People can tell you're crazy all day. Forget about him. Follow that voice. You always know what's in here. You know? Yeah. That's when you know that something greater is present with you, you know? I had makeup there. Looked like I got punched in the face. Bam. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day too. I won't be on next week or the week after, but I probably will be on that week following. So the next 2 weeks I won't be live. I'll make a post about it and I'll schedule a live when I'm gonna go live next, but got some things I gotta take care of, so yeah. I love you guys. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging with me. And I'm gonna clean my mess up and hang on. Take you on a field trip here. Why not? Before I pop off. Oh, my bladder's full. Okay, here we go. Here's my candles. Because I'm so busy I don't even have time to vlog all this, but I made all them and then some. So I have to cut all the wicks on these, melt some of the tops, label them, whatever else. They're soy. They smell so good. I know you can't smell, but this one's birthday cake. I'm restocking these. And this is fresh linen. Smells so good. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Everything will be okay and it will work out. Yes, it will work out. I'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks. Let me know how your life's going. I'm excited for you. Girl, live your dang life. And don't listen to nobody who's going to be negative Nelly. They're just projecting their own fear onto you. So, anyway, peeps, I hope you have a marvelous rest of your day. I'm going to go use the loo and get my dog. She's still outside. She's enjoying the sunshine. Cricket loves it out there, so. You definitely will. A lot can happen in 2 weeks. Just remember that. All right, peeps. Peace out. I'm gonna get off of here.